Hello guys, so welcome to tonight's show. My name is CHUKS and your GFL TV, the home of football. So if today is the first time we see our program, for able to bring you the latest Arsenal news updates as they drop all over the world. So for now, we almost start with today's evening show. Okay, so reports reaching us from goal.com, Football Italia, you get Football London, so many other media houses. Only let us know, say Ademola Lookman is going to be available for Arsenal for £43 million, which is very, very cheap. Now, if you see the way Gold does want to report the story, say Arsenal make a new approach for €50 million Ademola Lookman as Atlanta forward targets Premier League return. Now, when you dive into the various aspects of the story, they're going to ask what happened. So, according to Alfredo Pedula, Lookman will be available this summer for a reported sum of €50 million, which is about £43 million, or $53 million if you like, plus add-ons. Now, the report adds that the winger is dreaming of a return to the Premier League and the Emirates Stadium could be his next destination. The Gunners, along with Liverpool, have inquired about the player last summer, but Atlanta rejected any bid for the start then. But if you remember, okay, before I come to that, now the bigger picture, Lookman finished this last season just passed and joined third in the Serie A Golden Boot race with 15 goals to his name. He played a key role in Atlanta finishing third on the league table and secured the place in the championship last season. Now, you see this particular player, I know say the guy is very, very interested in joining Arsenal. Last season, some things happened. You get where the former coach Gasperini, he get issue with Ademola Lookman, say the guy had the worst penalty taker. He said a whole lot of things to make many people can advise Ademola Lookman say, just abandon this club, find your square roots. That coach, he don't come on there. He don't go become coach for another club. So even though the incoming coach might be saying, okay, Baba stay, but in cup don't you won't leave yet. So the question now becomes, Shemo could sign this player. In fact, nobody good.com. Look at Football Italia. Arsenal restart Lookman negotiations with Atlanta for $50 million striker. When you go through the story, everybody they talk the same thing. If you can look at the report from the London Football London, Ademola Lookman to Arsenal, $42 million raise Atlanta agreement. So everybody's saying the same thing. But you can't get another new twist. Now, according to the Athletic, this particular Athletic news where Football London put out, I don't see them since. But I don't really add 1 plus 1 equals to 2. So now Football London can put everything together. But they talk say, just to increase Ademola Lookman's exit chances, Atlanta have already agreed a deal for his replacement. According to the Athletic, the Serie A club will pay Southampton a total of 18.3 million, which is about 21.5 million euros for Kamaldeen Sulemana. With 3.3 million, that's about 4 million euros of that available as add-ons, which means Atlanta already get a replacement. So everywhere stew. So what's it remain? I mean, they just sell the player. So having already had discussions about potentially taking on the services last summer, it is now being widely reported that Arsenal have resumed talks with the goal. After all, they don't get their replacement. So the move, they had to go. Even cut offside, they claim exclusive on this particular story. Say Arsenal resume negotiations over 50. So at the end of the day, who really get the exclusive? AFCB, if you talk to them, they get the exclusive. Now cut offside, they don't get that. We get. Go.com, they give the attribution to Alfredo Pedula. So, but they happen by the media space sometimes. Everybody wants to claim, saying, let's break the story. But it is what it is. At the end of the day, the most important thing is that there is credibility added to this particular story, and Arsenal will hosting up talks. If they bring the player, no get problem. It gets. Are they fine? So let's move on. Now, away from that, we're going to get another report. Say Arsenal they prepared to offer £40 million, €40 million for midfielder Casadó that plays for Barcelona. So Arsenal want to approach Barcelona, so they're interested in signing Barcelona midfielder Marc Casadó, according to officials. Now, I don't forget to say back around on small shop rights because of the problem they get with La Liga. They need to enter the 1v1 situation, so they have to sell before they can buy. So they will really, really embrace this opportunity to cash in on Marc Casadó. And according to reports, the guy did very, very good. And Marc Casadó also could fancy a move. Why? Because Arsenal need midfield depth. So Arsenal need more depth and quality in the middle of the park, and the 21-year-old would be a long-term investment. He's a defensive midfielder, and he will help Arsenal tighten up at the back, and will look to break up opposition attacking moves as well. He could also support Declan Rice in the middle of the park, and the signing of a defensive midfielder like him would help Arsenal improve at the back. Well, more the watch, he gets 6 assists to his name last season, but more see, because not everybody will they link to, not everybody will sign, not everybody will open talks with, that was all go sign us, so more just to watch. Now for the Club World Cup, look at Pep, look at Wenger, being happy. In fact, I'm not gonna lie for you, Man City they made up for this Club World Cup, like all their new signings, especially that guy they buy from Wolves, Nuri, when they play fullback. That guy is lady master. I think next season, next season is going to be a banger. Again, everybody they para. Again, by the time the season won't finish, let's just hope. Arsenal said go down to 45. Liverpool, they are ready to go. City, oh yeah, let us go. So we'll see. But the next season, this is going to be non-stop entertainment. That's the way I see it. You get. All right. Away from that, so I don't know whether they are aware. Former Arsenal player in Lacazette has already joined Saudi Arabia. The new side, Neom FC. So they sign now. So you don't go there. Should I go say about me and say this Saudi Arabia? Anyway, they're gonna go cash out. Yes, about me and say did this over. It is what it is. Now, David and James, when they talk, say, see, because many people, they bash, I say, they bash, so get what's in top where resonates with me. I can't say make a screenshot and post that. I say, really, I don't have the patience for people who think their favorite journalists are the be-all and end-all of transfers just because they don't mention something, it means it can't have happened. Why did he say this? He gets some news doing post. Under the comment section, some people going to talk, say, until Fabrizio Romano talk, they no go believe. That's why I put that in out. See, nobody has a monopoly of knowledge. You get something so you go down. Romano no go know. David Einstein, you no go know. You get. That's why most stories go say they will put exclusive. Means now me get the story. Now me first put them out. Other people will come they do follow up on the story. Call the reporter. Normally when you report that kind of thing, you give attribution. You call the person who you first from Sian. Say according to. Just as me, I do my own reportage now. Let me say, I always tell you according to. For you don't know, nobody me get the news yet. So I let you know the major source. Yes, so that's what it be. And whether he likes it or not, myself, I used to be like that before. Say, if I was never talk, if Einstein never talk, I lie. Yes. But the truth is, many people say get Lego. Nobody, there plenty. Charles Schwartz day, get Ben Jacobs day. And as you make a dimension all their name, they are. So if you get that kind of mindset, make you know, or let's maybe that. Source I never hear before. If they drop something, I go see chill small. Because see whether any of the ones who I know go corroborate that same story. I'll say, okay, at least it has added credibility. But once that person I don't confirm saying they okay, I know what they wait for Fabrizio Romano to confirm the story. Just like when Fabrizio Romano was given attribution to hand of Arsenal, therefore you don't say nobody get the story, and the story is actually true. Even though it turned out the hand of Arsenal was not the exclusive owner of the story anyway. But let's move forward. Now, away from that, I saw this funny story from Transfer News Live. This really vexed me. And they want to give source to Duncan Castles. And Duncan Castles, normal, is credible. So they say Arsenal have added Chelsea for Nicola Jackson to their list of striker targets in the transfer window. Like, I don't want to hear this kind of thing. I will tell you 100, say, Jay, no go happen. I will tell you, say, it could possible. It no fit happen. Say Jackson will come from Chelsea, current Arsenal. It's not possible. You can take it to the bank. This type of story, if I can't put as the biggest news of the day, now I swear, everybody will really comment section will catch fire. Yes. Even social media going away, them put on everywhere don't catch fire. People say, don't try it. I don't want to see it. What the children so for us now, those people they talk about say, we are Chelsea, what did they happen? Must it be Chelsea? But that's not the type of player we need anyway. Yes. The guy even get temperaments like in rough tackles, plenty, enough red cards and all. I don't really like the guy. Now, away from that, let's bring you our first message from one of our sponsors, Poria Logistics and Delivery Services. So they are into import and export, pickup delivery, doorstep delivery, courier delivery, holiday transport and logistics, dispatch and errand services, and they want to ship to USA, Canada, UK, and Europe. Or even if you want to receive from these destinations, they will run out for you. So if you want to get in touch with them, you can call them on +234 8075478645 or 08092445644, and their head office is at Block D Shop 41, Binokono Ultra Modern Market, Ojota, Lagos, and their Ikorodu office It's at 28 Oriwu Road, Italewa, Ikorodu, Lagos State. So if you're interested in any of the services, do reach out to them. Now, away from that, say Al Nassr also they're interested in signing Martinelli. So they would like to carry the guy come their own side, although he's not their first choice. So then they look at Luis Diaz, but in case of necessity and Luis Diaz does not work, then they'll come carry Martinelli, and this was put out by Jacobs Ben, or Ben Jacobs, if you like. So my will say maybe 300 million, 300 million will carry the player again because they get money. They don't get issue with PSR and FFP, but they bring money come. Now, away from that, Manchester Depara just already signed Bruno Gittins. Fabrizio Romano break camp, they don't sign break camp, they're in Pilsenberg break camp. So they broke the news. So they already signed the guy about 55 million. Now, don't believe this one when they sign, they make me they say, how is this up for Chelsea? Chelsea also they follow Newcastle, they drag Joe Pedro of Brighton. Brighton are requesting for 60 million. Newcastle offer that kind of 50, they reject that, Chelsea don't enter based on our low level. They won't carry the player. Chelsea they spoiled with so much options. How do you want to manage all these players? I don't even know. Do this sign. What did you saw? I know just no sharp, but just do it. But I know say last before the season will end, they will call they sell some players out. They must sell. You get they must sell. What happened to selling last season? We will say they call the we will pay from the salary. Better come carry. Now what it will say happen this time? You get so many players like Noni Madueke, they go still leave because all these people that they buy them to throw away them now. They buy them to come play because as they finish for top 4 this new season, they want to take it a step further and probably challenge for the league or maybe maintain their top 4 spots. I don't know their aims and objective, but more just to watch what's going to happen next season. That's what I say next season. Just need to come play, get everybody they fortify. Arsenal, Alpha. Okay. Now, we're going to get the exclusive story from football transfers that Bournemouth have already opened talks to sign Arsenal winger Reiss Nelson. I know say Bournemouth coach Iraola Andoni and Mikel Arteta, they be very good friends. So they say Iraola don't follow Arteta like direct talk stuff. Bournemouth boss Andoni Iraola has made direct contact with Arsenal manager Mikel Arteta to discuss a potential move for winger Reiss Nelson. Because Fulham himself also they disturb Arsenal on side the player, but Iraola will say, based on say I get a good relationship with the manager. So Arteta, how far that this guy, you get plans to use him for next season? If not, maybe carry him now, maybe go to use one. So they will discuss. By the end of the day, we know Nelson is going to be sold permanently. So that oneself, na normal level, no issue. Now, based on Matthew Skelly signing new contract, the Athletic, what they thought say Matthew Skelly has great respect for Mikel Arteta, as well as enormous gratitude. Arteta instigated the positional switch from left to left back that has accelerated his development and no be lie. Because to say this guy 3-day midfield, go don't break into the team. Now, what's not evidence going to somebody say he gets some positions for football. We will say it is hard to see a small boy break through those positions. Goalkeeper, number 9, defensive midfield. You see this position, center back. Nobody say go see small picking breakthrough, but he had die. But the ones where they easy, you see fullbacks, you see wingers. They are easy for young boys, 17 years, 18 years to break through enter there. But you see those ones that tell you say he had died. Number 9. Check all the clubs in the world. How many clubs they use a small 17-year-old as their top number 9? All the top clubs, check out. Check the top clubs also. How many they use goalkeeper 17, 18 years old? Check the top clubs too. How many they use defensive at 17? Check center back, maybe backer. Check out. So there will be exceptions, but those exceptions do not negate the general rule. The general rule is that you don't use kids in those departments. Even as a midfield maestro, number 10, visionary, seer. How many they use 17, 18-year-old? That's why, if to say man to scale the new transition, it would have been difficult for him to break through. So that's why, what you bring the argument now, because me and somebody talk about it in one area, I say, don't be saying one area no good though. But it will be quite difficult for him to break through and be number 10 for Arsenal. It go hard, but it will be very, very easy for him to become Saka's replacement and play on the wings. That be the arguments. But it is what it is. I hope you get the point. Now, away from that, we can't hear from the London Evening Standard. They can't corroborate the story why I talk in the morning, say I never really get corroborators. Now, they can't talk about what's in the Koloshira talk. Now, they say Arsenal increased bid for Mosquera. Arsenal have made an improved offer to Valencia for Christian Mosquera, as reported by Nicolo Shira, who is a journalist. Now, they say it has been claimed that the fresh bid is in the region of 21 million euros to 22 million euros, which works out to be about 17.9 to 18.7 million pounds. Now, will that be enough for the Gunners to land the Spanish central defender? Who could they wait? In the coming days, we are going to get clarity on that, as because Valencia are looking for like 25 million. So, my dear Arsenal lovers, let's bring another message from another of our sponsors, Midfield Associates and Co Limited. They're into construction services, dredging, canalization, real estate, and shore protection works. They're also into mechanical and fabrication services and procurement services nationwide. So, if you want to reach out to them, you can call them on +234 80646422 34, and they're located at number 7 Ekeniwa Road, Orazi, opposite St. Stephen's Anglican Church, Port Harcourt. So, if you're interested in any of the services, do reach out to them. So, my dear Arsenal lovers, the biggest news of the night, that being the fact, it has been confirmed by Goal.com and Football Italia, so many other sources, that Arsenal targets Ademola Lookman will be available for 43 million pounds, which is far affordable for Arsenal. So we'll get more clarity on the news. I'll let you know. So, my dear Arsenal, that is the final place for us to call the show and end till I come here with tomorrow morning to do the morning show. Then, thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your night. Have a good night, and let them out. Ciao.